Assalamu alaikum. Today we're going to be making a winter classic chicken curry with Brussels sprouts. For it you're going to need 1 chicken, 2 onions sliced, 2 bay leaves, some Brussels sprouts. We used about half a kilogram here. We're going to use some ginger, some garlic, some spices which I'll mention later, about 500 millilitres of water, some vegetable oil and some chilies. We're going to start by adding some oil into our large pan. We've got the pan on a medium heat here. We let that oil heat up for a few minutes. Into it we're adding in our minced ginger, and then going in and adding in our minced garlic too. We're going to leave that to fry for a few minutes until everything is a light golden colour. Next we've added in our bay leaves and just stir that around to make sure that the flavour incorporates in. And then we're going to go ahead and add in all of our onions. After doing that, we gave it a light stir before adding in our salt. We add about 2.5 teaspoons of salt, but again you can change that to your own taste. Give that another stir to make sure everything's mixed together, and then you can cover it up with your pan lid. It's covered up, we leave it for a few minutes and wait for the onions to sweat. After a few minutes it should look like this. Now we're ready to add in our spices. We begin by adding in our curry powder. We added 2 teaspoons of curry powder, and here we're adding about half a teaspoon of haldi, which is our turmeric powder, and finishing off with some chili powder. We add about a teaspoon of chili powder. Give that all a light stir. We've also added in some coriander powder here, about half a teaspoon worth. And then mix that all together one more time, and that's all of our spices done. Now it's time for us to add in our chicken. We've already cleaned and prepped our chicken, so it's ready to go straight in. We're just adding that in slowly to make sure it doesn't splash over us. after we've stirred it well, we're going to cover it back up and leave that to cook away for about another 10 minutes. It should look like this after the 5 to 10 minutes. Give it a stir and we're going to add in our fresh chilies. And here we've added in our Brussels sprouts. All we did to the Brussels sprouts was take off any outer leaves that might have browned, and then we sliced them in half, washed them, and then added them into our curry. We're now giving it a good stir to make sure everything is mixed together and that the Brussels sprouts are coated in our curry sauce. Now we're just covering up the pan for another 5 to 10 minutes, just to let those Brussels sprouts start cooking through. Now we're going to be adding in some of our water. We added in about 150 millilitres of water altogether, just to make that sauce a little bit thinner. You can see the colours here look really nice together, the greens with the oranges and the browns of the curries. This is a perfect comfort food for winter, especially as Brussels sprouts are more available in shops. We wanted to thin down the sauce just a little bit more, so I added a splash more of water. Now we're just going to give that a quick stir and then cover it up for the final time, and then leave that to cook through for about another 10 to 15 minutes. And that's our curry done. We hope you've enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. We really do appreciate it. Thank you.